Howdy, folks, and welcome to Upland with Miley's Brittany's. My name is Joshua Miley, and this is our first podcast. Our podcast plan is to be able to interview other people, and keep y'all up to date on the bird dog world and things that are going on, training techniques and stuff like that. Different breeds, anything you can think of upland. As far as species of birds, guns, shotgun shells, breeds of dogs, all that kind of stuff. I just want to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm here in Central Arkansas, which, by the way, I do have teeth, and I am not married to my cousin. I just wanted to get that cleared up before anybody started spreading any rumors. But we're here in Central Arkansas, where we raise, train, and compete with American Brittany's. We also train other upland pointing breeds. I just wanted to make a little podcast here to let y'all know kind of what's going on and that we're new at this. I'm gonna start all over. Howdy, y'all. Thanks for joining in with Upland with Miley's Brittany's. This is our first podcast. We're here in Central Arkansas. Yes, I did say Arkansas. Yes, I do have teeth. No, I'm not married to my cousin. And no, there's not any quail in Arkansas. But we do still have bird dogs. We have competitions all throughout the state, which is what I do. I like to field trial. I enjoy the field trial. I enjoy the camaraderie with the other guys. I enjoy the competitive spirit between me and the other guys and all the dogs. I raise American Brittany's because that's the breed that I've chose. I like to be the underdog, if you will. The Brittany is a small, compact bird dog. They got a bobtail, unlike a setter or pointer or what you're used to seeing as a bird dog, because them guys get all the cockleburs and stuff and all that on them, and the Brittany's don't. The Brittany's are a beautiful little dog. I wouldn't say they're long haired, but I wouldn't say they're short haired. They're kind of medium. Some of them's a little longer than others. Some of their coats are a little thicker. That's all in the genetics and the breeding. But they all have the same drive as the pointers and their setters. They have the same job. Their job is to go out and find birds, point them, and let the hunter flush them and shoot them, and then the dog is to go retrieve them. That's the object of the game. That's what I do with my dogs. And like I said, I chose the Brittany's because they're the underdog. Your hunters and your field trial guys, none of them like Brittany's because they're supposed to be slower, not as good a nose, and ain't got the stamina and all that kind of stuff. They've always got something to say about them, but as best I can tell, there's that in every breed. Every breed has a dog or more than one that's gonna show those things that they say Brittany's don't have. The Brittany's that I have, and most Brittany's that I've seen, have just as much drive, just as much spirit, speed, nose, all that stuff as your other dogs. But we just like to give each other a hard time, and the Brittany's are, like I said, they're the underdog. They're the ones that nobody thinks can do the job, so that's why I chose them. I like to be the underdog. I like to be underestimated, and I like to be the one that everybody underestimates and then goes out and beat them, because then they've got something to talk about. But we're here in Central Arkansas, and you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, Miley's Brittany's. And like I said, we train, breed, compete, hunt, all that kind of stuff. But we've just started a podcast, and we're going to try to get going in that and see what everybody thinks about it. So if y'all want to comment or ask questions or anything like that, you can sure hit us up on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all that kind of stuff, and ask questions, and we'll answer your questions in the podcast. I guess I've kind of covered everything. just kind of wanted to do like a little meet and greet and kind of explain what everything's all about here at Miley's Brittany's and why we do what we do. No, I didn't cover everything. The one last thing I wanted to cover was why we're doing all this social media stuff. It don't make our dogs any better, and it don't make us look any better. It might get us a little business helping, but the main reason I'm on social media is because I'm trying to grow our sport. I would like to see kids of the younger generations take up the sport. I'm 39 years old, and there's not many people that I can think of right off the top of my head that I compete with or hunt with that's around my age. Most of them are older. Most of the guys I compete with are 50 or better. And I would like to see this younger generation kind of take our sport and run with it. See what it's all about. Get out there behind some bird dogs. And kind of get bit by the bug like I did. So just follow along and listen to us. We're going to try to do a podcast weekly. So you're more than welcome to just tune right in every week and listen to us and see how it goes. Thank you for joining us, and I'll talk to you next week.